Fundamental questions will be from simple things like what exactly do I have? What is the name of the disease that I have? Do I have mycosis fungoides or do I have Sézary? Why? How do you know that I have that? Is it possible that maybe an alternative diagnosis is to be considered? Then there is a series of questions like how many patients with this particular type of cancer have you seen? Or do you work on a routine basis with a dermatology or a medical oncology collaborator, somebody that you have confidence in? Whether or not, for example, you have a team that works with you. It's not just the physician, sometimes it's the nurses, the social worker, the pharmacist, and all of that. So that gives you confidence that somebody is, a program is organized in a way that is going to able to provide the best care.
They should know what their diagnosis is. They should know their stage of the disease. They should know if they have a particular variant of cutaneous T-cell lymphoma. They should have an understanding of what the treatment plan is, how it's outlined, where it will take place, what is the expected response timeline for therapy, side effects, how do they manage side effects, who do they contact when they have a side effect, and who are the important and key players within that practice, the people that they need to call, who they need to report into.
There is a new terminology, there are new medications that we are mentioning to the patients. Patients are always worried about their diagnosis and they may not even hear all the information that we are providing. There are always issues, did I ask the right question? Did I forget to ask something? And so one of the things that I always do during visits in my clinics, I give you a handout on CTCL. And one of the things that I tell during the very first visits that we are going to be friends forever and you're going to be coming back, and don't be afraid of asking a new question or asking about something you don't understand. This is something new to you. This is something completely foreign to you. It's like learning another language. So you don't learn a language overnight. You learn language over the years. We have one of the oldest patient support groups in Pittsburgh at the University of Pittsburgh. And I find those support groups extremely useful and helpful to the patients because they are part of your language learning. You are hanging out with patients just like you, and you're sharing the same issues, the same questions that they have. And something you may not think of, they might have asked, and you can think, well, it's a good question, why didn't I think about that? And so you can benefit from other people asking the right questions. So I strongly encourage you to go online to look at the Cutaneous Lymphoma Foundation and see where patient support groups are and to join them. And so you will be in the loop. You will be asking the right questions because you will be well educated. And I think the best is to have a right attitude, to go in as a patient with an open mind and to start learning about your disease.
I do think that it is helpful for people to come in with someone else. I think most people are naturally nervous, and there's a lot of information in the first visit, a lot of information in the second visit. Unfortunately, in our system, we can't spend an hour with every patient like Marcus Welby did. So the information tends to be fragmented over visits. And I think the key concepts that, and pieces of information that patients should get are, number one, what's my diagnosis? Are you sure about the diagnosis? Number two, what are my treatment options? Okay, and that should be based on stage, okay? And basically, what can I expect for treatment? How long will the treatment be? How quickly will it work? What are the side effects? Will this affect my job? Will this affect my life, et cetera, et cetera? I'd like to refer patients to the Cutaneous Lymphoma Foundation website, becoming more informed about their disease.